the JetLag Warriors live stream. Here we are on Paulista Avenue, which I believe every Sunday shuts down and has a huge street party. You can hear some live music over here. I'm sure we'll see some street performers, some creative costumes and other people hanging out as we wander along and hang out with you guys, because Ivana and I are back in Brazil. And we are so glad to be back in Brazil, honestly. So we're not sure where we're gonna go on this trip. We are in São Paulo now. Obviously we got 28 days. I should say 26 more days. We are thinking of getting a car and driving around Brazil a little bit, but obviously we are with baby now. So it's our first time traveling with baby, meaning we're not sure how much we're gonna be able to do and how far we're gonna make it, to be honest. Now I am gonna buy myself a cold beer, and then we're gonna walk down the street. I can't tell you enough how good That's because I turned the microphone off. So there's a button on the screen to flip the camera around and face forward. It is right beside the button. That's a little microphone picture. And evidently I had pressed the button, so I gotta make sure that little microphone picture never has a line through it.
Okay, good.
When you see the line, I'm talking to myself, which,
So
by the way,
again.
what else is new? So let me just repeat everything I said, because evidently I was really talking to no one there. Ivana and I have been in Brazil 3 times. We are back now. We're not sure how far we're gonna make it. We have plans to get a car and do a road trip, although we are traveling with baby. Say hello, baby. Sleeping. Best sleeper in all of the baby world. Okay, the heaviest sleeper in all of babydom. So anyway, we're not sure how far we're gonna make it on our trip because it's our first time traveling with baby, but we are so glad to be back in Brazil.
Yes.
Because tons of good vibes over here and tons of friends. Actually, last night we went to Fogo de Chão with our friend, if you guys remember, Nanny G. Nanny G was my duet partner when we were rapping and singing in the karaoke bar. So Clark Kent has a great question. Clark, what happened is, Ivana and I did 1 month in the bus, and it was very, very cold the whole time. And so we decided to abandon the bus for 1 month and come to Brazil, where the weather is good. So we are not in the bus right now. We will be going back to Canada in February, and we will be in the bus again going south. Ken says, now you're one of those people who can always board the planes first. Absolutely right. It's as close as we're ever gonna get to first class flying, is flying with baby. Actually, our flying experience was not too bad.
Not too bad. See, it had a little bit of a breakdown for like maybe, what, 20 minutes?
Yeah, 15, 20 minutes at the beginning.
It was something new for her. There were lots of people. It was a fully packed plane, and people are like doing all their stuff, and it was hot.
Putting their bags away and
yeah.
trying to get their seats and everything, and Jean was just screaming. So I had a bad feeling thinking, oh my gosh, what if she's screaming the whole flight? Like 10 hours of just chaos. But after that 15 minutes, she was pretty cool. But anyway, yes, Ken, we are officially boarding the plane first. Like some VIPs that we think we are. Whole bunch of people saying welcome back in the chat. Thank you very much for having us. We are glad to be back. We love this place. We have announced that this is our favorite country to go to. A lot of people are saying, what about Malaysia? What about Romania? Because that was our top 3. The thing is this. Brazil is so big that there's so much we haven't seen. We do feel like we've seen everything in Romania and Malaysia. We will go back to those places, but Brazil is like so massive, and we've been here so many times, and yet still sort of undiscovered and makes us feel like we're on an adventure. So anyway, we're glad to be back in Brazil. Now, let's get me a cerveja because I am thirsty. And right now it is 2:05. Oh, maybe a caipirinha. But no, I can't take caipirinha on live stream. I'll be too talkative.
With all the jabuticaba and what do you call that fruit? Cashew?
Oh, cashew nut. Oh, kaju.
Kaju.
Good afternoon. Welcome back to São Paulo, my friends. Thank you guys. Are you visiting the other states this time? Yeah, like I mentioned, we have plans to do more than just São Paulo, but we don't know because we're with baby and we got to see how Jean handles the heat, how she handles the this carrier. It's pretty good. The baby sleeps really well in the carrier, but in the heat and in the sun, we're not sure if she's gonna get real fussy or if she's gonna get you know, we gotta spend at least a few days to see what she's going through before we start making big plans to push around the country. Let me buy a beer for this guy.
Okay. Keep safe and happy. How is the knee, Steve? Come to Minas. We want to come to Minas, but it's kind of far. We want to go to like Salvador, Minas, because we have friends there, but it's so far, so I don't know. Go to the south of Brazil. It's closer to Argentina and it's colder. Yes. Alright. I think there's gonna be a live band they're setting up there right now. Very cool. Wow, I miss this place. This is so good. Good vibe. Churrasco, maybe we'll get some churrasco later on. Brazil is the best country because it has a rainforest named after an online retailer. That's right, Amazon. My favorite shop. Hi, Ivana. Hello. Tiragenchis.
I think that green machine doesn't like our card.
Oh, why?
The green machine doesn't like our card. It was the yellow and red that worked.
Ah.
Same like last year.
Didn't
the
work.
The green machine says not accepted. Remember last year? The green never worked.
Yes.
Still looking for a beer. Let's keep going.
Nice shirt, man. Rafael said. Holy, you guys are back. We'll come back. Thank you. Because the pipoca, some churrasco. Maybe here, Steve, churrasco.
The blue machine, I think it works.
See. Tiragenchis is beautiful. Tiragenchis. Where is that again? I think it's near Minas, no? Bye, Corinthians, Steve. Oh yeah, Carla. I'm not sure about Minas because it is far from São Paulo. And the beaches in Copacabana and Ipanema are nice. I'm not sure if we'll make it to Rio as well. We might make it to some beaches in São Paulo.
Yeah, Ilhabela.
Maybe Ilhabela. Maybe Ilhabela.
You want a drink, I didn't even have for you.
No, but I do need to use the bathroom.
Okay, we can go Boteco after.
Yeah. Here. Wow. Where are my Canadian husband and I, a Brazilian, love your videos. We're back in Canada, missing Brazil. Did you do that last time? What did we do last time? What's the temperature here, Steve?
Let me use my thermometer.
Normally there's a 24.
Okay,
do you see it? 24 degrees. It's 2:09 and it's 24 degrees. Do you see that screen? I mean, the screen is kind of broken, but it's 24. It is. Some music going on. I'm sure people are dancing on the street. And the sun is shining. Very nice. Kirsty.
Hola amigos. Welcome back to Brazil. Back on the streets, says Florin. We are back on the streets. I'm sure we'll see some good street performers soon. So stay tuned for that, because last year, or I should say 2 years ago, the street performers were very creative. Nice weather, you're absolutely right, Aisha. 24 degrees with a good breeze. 24 degrees with a breeze, just nice. So we are cruising around out here, seeing what is up on Paulista Avenue. In fact, here's a street performer. He's got a good crowd around him. I don't know what he's doing, but he's on microphone with a good crowd around him. Maybe it's some sort of music show. Let's watch. Look like a cowboy with those pants on. Oh, it's dance class. Dance class. Okay, keep it moving. Do that for me. Dance class. He's leading the two-step. You can see him here. He's leading the two-step. Muito bom. Muito bom. Let's keep it moving, because I'm not exactly in the mood to dance. Now, we got some nice comments here. Nice to see you guys back in my country, says Gabriel. Come and visit my family in San Francisco Bay Area anytime. Hey, keep in mind, we will take you up on that offer. So only offer if serious, because Ivana and I have been known to show up to people's houses. You should go to Torre de Morocco here in São Paulo. Okay, we will look into it. Have you heard of it, Ivana?
What is it?
Torre, which I think means mountain.
Oh, no.
G Mirocco.
No, never heard of
Sounds like Mirror Mountain, but I might have made that up. Thank you for your recommendation. Hey, we got a. Did you see donation?
Donation?
Did you see?
From your mom.
And one more. Uh-oh, we missed a donation. Sorry, guys. Sorry, everybody, we missed a donation. There's an extra donation that we didn't see. Keep in mind, I'm trying to walk, I'm trying to live stream, and I'm trying to drink a beer. So my hands are a bit full. But we appreciate the donation, despite the fact that we did not see it. Maybe when Ivana was passing to me, or I was passing to Ivana. Oh, I'm in the bike lane. Maybe we missed it. Sorry, guys. Carla says Steve is a liar. He's been in Brazil 3 times and never showed up to my house. Next time we're in Minas, Carla, we're gonna meet up and go to the beach, okay? The Minas beach. So we're cruising pretty good here at 189 people in the chat. Let's see if we can push it over 200. What's Ivana got going on? Say again?
Brazilian baby makeover.
Brazilian baby makeover, says Ivana. Okay, let's see what's gonna happen here. Let's see what's gonna happen here. Ivana, we gotta buy it. Ivana, I'm sold. Ivana, I'm already sold. The answer's already yes. The answer is already yes. You gotta buy it, Ivana. The answer is already yes. Don't even ask the question. Ivana, look at it. The yellow one. Oh my gosh. OMG, must buy, Ivana. Gene, what do you say? What do you say? What do you say, Gene? Interested or not interested? I think interested. I think interested. Come on, Ivana. So, Ivana, what is that? Is that a bathing suit cover? A baby bathing suit cover, handmade. That's a good souvenir, Ivana. That's a good souvenir. I appreciate all the comments saying welcome back. We are very glad to be back. I also appreciate the comments saying my English is not very good but I will try to speak it, because I promise you your English is better than my Portuguese. I got about 5 words down and I use them all incorrectly. In fact, first time I came to Brazil, I thought obrigada was if you're thanking a woman, and obrigado was if you're thanking a man. So I said obrigada probably 40 times. And women just look at me like, why is he saying that? And then I learned that obrigada is if you're a woman saying thank you, and obrigado is if you're a man saying thank you. So I promise you, your English is better than mine. I misgendered myself more than 20 times when I first got here. Jean is a super chilled baby. You are right about that. I'm hoping we can go 2 for 2 because Ivana and I would like at least one more baby. And if we can get 2 super chill babies, we are going to be cruising. Adrian Berhui, cheers to you in the chat, buddy. If you guys remember the beach party in New Jersey where there were exactly 0 aliens, that was Adrian. So shout out to Adrian. Cheers, cheers, cheers.
0.
If you guys notice all the green names in the chat, like Florin or like Adrian or like my mama, these are the members. Feel free to join our membership. This has been a shameless promotion of our membership. Brought to you by JetLag Warriors. Cheers, everybody. Florin says with the big TV, yes. Projection screen Cowboys. I watched my Cowboys lose in super high def. It was pretty great. Are you coming to Bahia? I wish. I really wanted to go to Salvador because we have friends over there and they have kids, and I have some good things I wanted to bring their kids, and I wanted to just see their family again. Really want to go to Minas because we have so many people there, but we chose São Paulo because direct flight, and we've been here before, and we just thought it was a good starting point. Maybe we'll drive all the way to Rio, maybe we'll drive somewhere else, but we ended up choosing São Paulo also because of the direct flight. That's pretty important to us with baby.
The only direct flight to Brazil from Toronto.
There you go. Ivana says only direct flight from Toronto to Brazil is
São Paulo.
São Paulo. So that was kind of the deciding factor. We did think of a road trip again in the Northeast because we love that so much. And we did think of Rio because, pretty famous city, but São Paulo was the discussion. Yeah, Dunga's a superhero. So this is a museum that, if you look at it, it's like, how does it not fall in the middle? Sort of amazingly built. We've got so many recommendations to go there, and we've never been. So stay tuned. I think in an upcoming video, we will go here. I believe it's an art museum, but you can see there's a red pillar over here and a red pillar over here, and like a bridge across the middle. It doesn't bend, it doesn't break, but it looks a bit kind of beautiful, really. A miracle of modern architecture. It's just engineering. São Paulo is the best entry. Oh, we were in here before with art, remember? So we got a pastel with art.
And agora coco.
You want pastel? I want to buy something for Gene, honestly. That's oh, look at this guy. Oh, I missed it. That guy was on a back tire of his bike cruising. It looked cool. It looked cool. Bunch of bikers over there. Ivana's thinking of a pastel. Would you like an agua de coco? Maybe later. We'll keep it moving. We don't have a plan for how long we'll go live, but it could be a long one because in Brazil they tend to go real long, although we're not going to break the record of the 5-hour live, honestly. Come to Santos, a city on the coast of São Paulo. Very close, you'll love it. Yeah, we're going to definitely look at places to go that's sort of near São Paulo, meaning a couple hours drive. Because I would like to... Obrigado. Or no, yeah.
We want to receive help about depression.
No, thank you.
Are you both fine?
Yeah, okay.
Nice. Thank God
Thank
about
you.
it. But if you need help about it with your friends or family, this work happens in all the world. Okay? Depression has cure. We are in the social media, every place. Okay? If you need help, you can find us in the Instagram. Okay? Depression has cure. Okay? Good trip for you.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Obrigado. Nice lady. Out here promoting mental health awareness and the cure for depression. That a girl. I think she's also practicing her English. A lot of people like to speak English to us, and it's a practice for them. By the way, her English is very good, so she nailed it. I live in Santos. It will be a pleasure to meet you. Yeah, we appreciate the offer. We will be cruising around Brazil somewhere, probably close to São Paulo, but we've got to see what our plan is. We tend to make the plan like 2 days before we do it, or even 1 day before we do it. So we'll let you know when we figure it out. As of right now, we are staying in São Paulo for 2 weeks, is guaranteed. And then we'll probably cruise around for a week and then come back to São Paulo. It was actually the first time in our life, mind you, we purchased a return ticket.
Oh yes.
We got a return ticket to São Paulo and back to Toronto. We're always on a one-way ticket, but now we will be returning to Toronto February 3rd or so. So we know that for sure. What we'll do in the meantime, we're not exactly sure. 235 people in the chat. Thanks for watching, everybody. Brazilian supporters have been very good to us. Certainly when we're in Brazil, but even when we go around the world, the Brazilian viewers are always there. So Ivana is yelling at me, "Churrasco, churrasco, churrasco." Oh my gosh. What should I do? Buy it or buy it twice?
We didn't have churrasco yesterday.
Yesterday I had so much churrasco. I still haven't eaten since yesterday. Fogo de chão yesterday. Woo, yeah. Enjoy. What's up with your knee, Steve? So, like 10 years ago, I tore my meniscus in my knee, which is my right knee. I got it fixed in Canada. All good, back to normal. Now, maybe like a couple months ago, my brother and I did his roof, and I felt something go wrong with my knee. So I am thinking it's the same thing I did in my right knee. It's now my left knee. So my good knee has become my bad knee, which is not great. But my left knee has something going on with it, where it has pain and has popping and it has swelling, and I believe I have a meniscus tear in my left knee. The same injury I had in my right knee, but I'm not really sure. This is a tennis ball and Velcro game. Catch it, catch it, catch it.
Nope.
They were throwing. I put the camera on. Stop throwing. Sorry guys. Maybe I made them nervous. Torre de Morocco has 5 floors. It's a Japanese pagoda. Whoa, didn't expect that. Near the center of São Paulo in Ribeirão Pires. By the way, my pronunciation is so good. The more Heinekens I have, the more my pronunciation goes right smooth like butter. Have a beautiful garden and a boat ride. It's a quick trip in São Paulo. Maybe you can go.
Yeah.
Sounds like a vlog. Sounds like it's enough there for one video, there and back in one day.
Yeah.
It's a good recommendation, and you just may see it on our channel. Eduardo Takeshi K. Spin the camera around. Shout out to Eduardo. I recognize your name from many comments, and he always says Curitiba in the comments. Shout out to Eduardo Takeshi K. Curitiba is highly recommended. In the south, right?
Yeah.
In the south, yeah. We've never really been to the south, so
Can we drive that or
maybe we'll try to drive there if it's not too far. Oh, we're in the middle of a TV show here. There you have it, everybody. $5 cell phone repair or something. I don't know. Curitiba is not far from São Paulo. That might be our ultimate destination in terms of our further destination. Our big trip will be go to Curitiba. 5 hours to Curitiba from São Paulo. Shout out to Sebastian. Yeah, 5 hours driving.
safe driving?
Oh my gosh, a pigeon just flew right near me. Is it a safe drive, Ivana? I would assume it is, but let us know if Curitiba is a safe drive, because I love the road trip. It's the best way to travel is road trip. Also, we know for sure our baby is pro road trip because she lived in the bus for about a month and she was pretty cool. The most beautiful Canadian baby and the nicest couple are both in Brazil. Oh, what a nice comment from Oliveira. God bless you. Thank you. Curitiba is a good suggestion. Okay, we will look into that. We got to make sure we got the baby is doing good and we're flowing well, and then we will probably get a car and go somewhere. Curitiba sounds like a good spot because 5 hours away is not far at all, and we've never been there before, and it's highly recommended. So it seems to be checking all the boxes, as it were. Hey, baby carrier. Hey, baby. Actually, here's an opinion for you guys. I'm not sure if this is true. The Brazilians can let us know. Ivana and I think that Brazilians have not seen the baby carrier very often. Because a lot of people will look at the baby carrier when we walk by, and they look like what they're looking. It looks like they're wondering what is on her chest, like what's in there. And then they see it's a baby, and they go, "Oh, it's a baby." But it seems like Brazilians have not seen live. Hello. Pardon me?
Não é brasileiro, não?
Não fala português? Canada.
Canadá?
Canada.
Tá, gringa mais.
Não fala português. Canada. Canada cold. Quente. Hot over here. Yes, hot. Canada frio. Canada frio.
Gelado.
Gelada. Canada gelada. Yeah.
Brasil hot.
Brasil, muito bom.
Muito bom, Brasil?
Brasil, muito bom.
Muito bem.
Muito bem.
Ah,
Yeah,
tá
Brasil.
gostando? Tá gostando? Tá
You
gostando, Brasil?
gosta? Você, you gosta?
Viajeng.
Você gosta do Brasil?
Trouble. Me.
Você.
São Paulo, Rio, Salvador.
Já foi?
Viajeng. Yeah, Recife.
Aí
Yeah.
chega aqui, São Paulo. São Paulo.
São Paulo, muito bom. Number one.
Paulista, o que tá achando? Ele não entende, mas ele meteu a pergunta no vídeo que ele entende já.
Palmeiras.
Palmeiras.
Porcos.
Não compensa.
Porcos.
Não.
Galinha.
Corinthians. Gavião, você que tem aí, Gavião.
Palmeiras.
Flamengo.
Ciao. There you have it, everybody. Some nice friends. I missed some of the questions. We definitely communicated a bit, and then I just told them Palmeiras number one. One girl said, yeah, Palmeiras, and the guy said, no. So he must be a, what's the other team in São Paulo?
There's São Paulo.
Corinthians. Or is Corinthians from Rio?
No.
I've forgotten. Let me know the teams from São Paulo. I know.
Corinthians is São Paulo.
Oh, Corinthians. Yeah, Corinthians. São Paulo.
Yeah.
I'm a Palmeiras and Vasco. Actually, my number one Brazilian team, Vasco. But because I'm in São Paulo, I'm wearing the Palmeiras jersey. Muito bom. Corinthians greater than Palmeiras. Sebastian. No. Vasco. Yeah, number one team, Brazil, Vasco. Oh, we've come into the drum and bass dance hall over here. Yeah, drum and bass. I think drum and bass, right? DNB, drum and bass. They're jamming out over there. Oh my gosh, I turned the microphone off again, but I realized it after, luckily. They really should not have the mute button right beside the spin the camera button. One button you hit all the time, one button you almost never want to hit. You could go for a little separation there. Anyway, thanks for joining our live stream, everybody. We are cruising the streets of Paulista Avenue, which, by the way, it goes far, man. We've been walking for, I guess, about half an hour now.
We didn't even start at the start.
And we didn't even start at one end. We sort of started somewhere in the middle. And after half an hour of walking, we are still... Something's going on here. There's a lady lying down. But I think it's okay because she's wearing a mask. And she's surrounded by other people wearing masks. And I think they're doing something. Hold on, pause it on. The show may be about to start. I think it's like a act, like a theater, like a.
I thought it would be a dance or something.
No, I think it's acting. Like he's putting on a show.
Oh.
He's looking for something, and now he's. No, it's dance.
It's dance.
Nice. Dance with a mask. Muito bom. Muito bom. I always admire the street performers because I just couldn't do it, you know? To get out there in public and try to make some money, it would be a tough job. Take donations. Take the tour at Palmeiras Stadium. Oh, that's a good video idea.
What is it?
Take the tour of Palmeiras Stadium. That's a whole video. Alliance Park. Great idea. We are gonna look into doing that. That's a one-day thing. It's a whole video. Tour of Palmeiras Stadium. Great idea. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. I think we will try and do it. Why did you come to Brazil now? So Ivana and I recently built a RV, and our plan was to live in the RV for a pretty long period of time, the whole winter. Trouble is, it's very cold in the winter, and you got to go pretty far south in North America to get warm weather. So we stuck around the north side because we wanted to go back to Christmas in Canada because of our lovely daughter and her, should be Christmas with the family. So we got really cold in the RV. Very, very freezing.
Muito frio.
Muito gelada. And so we decided to go to the place where the sun always shines. Brazil. So here we are. We'll be here for about a month.
Plus, we've been missing it before traveling in the bus anyway.
Listen, Ivana loves Brazil more than anyone I ever met. When we're at the house...
Well, you've never met anyone else that's been to Brazil, maybe.
I've been to some people.
Okay.
Not many. But when we're at the house, no matter where we are in the world, any apartment, any Airbnb, Booking.com place, whatever, wherever we are, Ivana will just put on Brazilian music and she'll just look out the window and she'll say, Steve, we got to go back to Brazil.
Yeah, I've been missing Brazil anyway, so why not?
It's such a nice place. It's the Brazilian music, man. Something about it when you hear it, you just feel like, man, I got to go back to Brazil. I
Yeah.
love the part of the song, in the Brazilian song, where he stops singing and starts talking to the crowd. The music's still playing and the guy's just talking to the crowd. Hey, man, how you doing over there? And they're like, yeah. Okay, man, I'm gonna sing again. Yeah, sing again. And he starts singing again. Oh, so many videos on YouTube, live performance. It's like a beach setting. Sometimes it's right in Rio. You can see the sugarloaf there.
Yeah.
In Rio, it's a guy sitting on a chair. Usually it's a big guy, like a big dude sitting on a chair singing, and some live music, and people dancing on the beach. And you hear the music, and you see this scene, and you go, man, we got to go back to Brazil, man. Right? It's just, there's a feeling to being in Brazil. Even when you get off the plane, the first thing you walk out the airport, catch your Lyft or whatever, Uber to Airbnb, you're like, oh yeah, we're back in Brazil. So anyway, hopefully that answers your question. Brazilian music is the best. Anywhere, from north to south, agree. My mom says, gotta go. She's watching her grandson's hockey game. Shout out to hockey, you know? Welcome back to Brazil. A big hug from Bahia. Shout out to Bahia. Oh my God, I love you guys, says Wendell. Yeah, thanks for watching, everybody. We're cruising at 240 in the chat. Let's see if we can push over 250. Everybody, get your second phone, get your work phone, and come log into the live stream. You can push those numbers up. You can watch two at once. Put on your TV or something. Have you ever heard of Ribeirão Claro, a city in Paraná? It is worth a visit. We've heard a lot about Paraná. I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, Paraná is where, what's that place I was going to say? Yvonne, I need your help. Pantanal. The Pantanal is in Paraná.
I think so, I don't know.
I think so. We've heard so many recommendations of Pantanal, which is like a swampy region where you can do, it's like a very unique landscape. At least in Brazil, it's unique. I think it's the only real swampy part, Pantanal. And it's got some unique animals, like big lizards, almost like alligators and stuff. So we thought a lot about Pantanal. The trouble is, Brazil's very big, so you gotta get way over there.
Yes.
You basically gotta fly. I have both accounts watching from Mickey. Shout out to Mickey. Punch those numbers up. Pantanal is in Mato Grosso do Sul. Okay, I was wrong. Now, here's another question. Is Mato Grosso do Sul even close to Paraná? I think they're close by, no?
I think so.
I might have made that up.
Yeah.
Curitiba is in Paraná.
Is it?
Okay, so then I think we're gonna do the Curitiba thing. Close by, yes. I thought so. Iguaçu Falls is in Paraná. So that means Paraná borders Argentina. Because we went to Iguaçu Falls in Argentina.
Yeah.
So now we know Paraná borders Argentina. Muito bom. Okay, guys. Oh, 250 in the chat. 250. 250. Thanks for joining, everybody. We are cruising down Paulista Avenue on a pedestrian Sunday. Pretty darn popular pedestrian Sunday, I might add. I remember when we first came to Brazil, which was December 2021. And I remember we were walking along here, and I think the whole live stream, all we talked about was whether or not we're going to get our camera snatched. Remember that? We were very nervous about the snatch thieves in Brazil. So I hope I'm not putting out a bad omen by saying I feel quite safe, but there's people all
You
around.
still gotta watch out.
I would still watch out. I wouldn't be, too flashy with anything silly, but I have a good feeling, not a nervous feeling, walking down Paulista Avenue with the cell phone out and the stabilizer, which hopefully is keeping the image somewhat smooth. We got a full battery on the camera and a full battery on the phone, so we can keep it cruising along. Ivana, if you have to go to the bathroom, we can go to Boteco if you want. Although we can always go to the end and walk back. Up to you. Just walk around all the whole time. I quite like walking around here. It's a nice place because despite the fact it's so popular, it's not overly loud. I mean, there's loud parts to it, but you can feel not very crowded, as you can see. You know, a bunch of fresh walking space, and you can not be too loud if you don't want to. So you can sort of pick your adventure. You can go to the crowded and loud place, or you can just kind of wander along the street like we're doing. I would be very aware. Go to the mall if you want to go to the bathroom. Also not a bad idea. It's summer. They're definitely snatching phones out here in Sao Paulo. Okay, so we're gonna keep our head on a swivel. We are gonna keep our head on a swivel. As far as you pay attention, nothing bad will happen too much. Yeah, try to pay attention. We'll be all right. Muito bom. Cruising at 252 people in the chat. Nice weather there. Yeah, the weather's been great. Ever since we landed here, the weather's been perfect. Which is funny because when we did our road trip in North America, we had like a string of terrible weather. It was like 5 or 10 Celsius lower than it was supposed to be every place we went, and raining. And now we get to Brazil, and the weather has been, I mean, we haven't seen any rain, honestly.
Beautiful and sunny.
Been beautiful and not even too hot. Because once you go over 20,
24 is good.
24 is perfect. Once you go over 27, 28, once you go over 30, it's pretty hot for me. And probably pretty hot for our beautiful daughter. So it's been 22, 23, 24. Because of all the tall buildings, you get a lot of shade over here, especially in the afternoon. So it's like 24 with shade and a breeze. It's pretty much unbeatable weather. If you do a road trip, remember to use a different car rental company this time. Yeah, last time was Movida, remember? Movida with the you cannot extend this vehicle policy. You got to drive back to Salvador in 2 days.
Although we know we have to come back this time.
Although, yeah, it's not going to be a forever extended trip. But good point, Zaki. And by the way, shout out to Zaki, original member from years ago. Pay attention to the people on the bikes. Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. There is like a bike lane over there. So I always try to watch out for the bike lane and try to listen for bikes coming from behind you. But I think we'll be okay. I feel good. This looks like a rock climbing wall, doesn't it? See that place over there?
Yeah.
Caseta. Looks like rock climbing, no? Is it a milk bag country or a milk in a carton country?
Cotton.
Feels like bag territory. So we have a supermarket video coming, Zaki. It's not actually that much of a milk country. It's milk in a carton country, and it's ultra processed, non-refrigerated milk in a carton country. Also, we learned it's a mayonnaise country. 4 shelves of mayonnaise. 4 shelves of mayonnaise and only 3 shelves of ketchup. We also learned it's a coffee country. A whole aisle of coffee, 2 little shelves of tea. So
Acai.
Brazil is
Still get-
milk in a carton,
Still have to get
mayonnaise, and coffee. There you have it for your in-depth analysis. Guys, if you enjoy good meat and good barbecue, I suggest visiting a place called Underdog in Sao Paulo. Try eating at the counter next to the grill. It's a unique experience.
Nice.
I like the idea of a unique experience. Sounds like good for video. Do they cook it right there, maybe? On the grill?
Yeah, probably.
So Underdog, sit next to the grill. Another video idea. We can do that, and we can do...
Coração.
Coração. I love coração. I'm actually craving some coração. Hi, you must taste salgados at Pastelaria Brasileira in front of Alliance Park. Just the best. Oh, so maybe we can do Alliance Park, and then we can do that place there. Same video. Salgados. Have you ever been to Balneario Camboriú? We have. And we made a video called This is the Dubai of Brazil. Some people loved that title and some people hated it. But anyway, it got so many comments, we decided to keep it. It increased our interaction on our video. The Dubai of Brazil. Yeah, we really loved it there. We thought about living there if we had money, but a lot of places in Brazil we thought we should live here. In fact, when we got to Sao Paulo, we were here for about 6 hours and Ivana goes, we should move to Sao Paulo. True fact, eh? True fact. We get off the plane, Uber, go into our Airbnb. Airbnb has a crib in it, which is great. So we put Jean to sleep. Finally we get in bed and we go, and we relax. And Ivana immediately goes, can we hurry up and move to Sao Paulo? I was like, Ivana, we've been here for 6 hours, Max. Chill out, come on. But yeah, Ivana loves this place. I think honestly, Sao Paulo is a bit like Jakarta. Oh, that's kind of true, right?
What is it?
The place you're born and raised. Sao Paulo is kind of like Jakarta.
Yes, kind
The
of.
size, the speed of it. Jakarta is a bit more traffic,
Yeah.
a bit more noisier.
Yeah.
But this place might remind you of home a bit.
Yeah, a little bit. I feel like home here.
Huh.
except the language is different. I mean, yeah. The food is, they got rice, which I love.
Yeah.
Food is, and spicy food as well. I love the pimenta. So I feel like home here.
Spicy rice and good weather.
Spicy rice.
And a huge city, like 10 million or more people.
Yes, yes.
That's like your home.
Yeah.
So Jakarta is the São Paulo of the East, or São Paulo is the Jakarta of the West. Something like this.
Something like that.
Kind of true. Kind of true. 284. Ivana, when you talk to the camera, we pick up viewers like crazy. I'm not saying they're sick of me, but they have clearly made their choice in the numbers. Hello, my guys. Everything good during this evening? Everything is good over here. It's about 2:45 p.m. and we are soaking up the sunshine and cruising down Paulista Avenue.
Patios.
We should really sit in a patio soon, or not. We can walk too. I'm sort of game for everything now that I think of it. If you guys want, in the chat, think of some questions for Ivana, because the more we get lovely Ivana on cam, peace out, man. The more we get lovely Ivana on cam, the more we get the people what they want, honestly. So think of some nice, thoughtful, some questions that'll get a long-winded answer out of
Look at this, with live music.
lovely
It's
Ivana.
nice, no?
This is a good place right here, Ivana says. I think she's right about that. This is a nice little, I would not call this a boteco, I would call this a
Restaurant?
restaurante. I think we had something here with art. I think we were here with art one time.
I don't think so.
No, maybe I'm wrong about that. Someone explain to me which festival this is. Based on your name, I think you're from Sweden or Finland. So I will tell you. This is a
Paulista.
pedestrian avenue. So every Sunday, they close it for cars and let people walk along it. I want to say they do it every Sunday all year. Finland.
No, not during the winter.
Not during the winter. So every Sunday in the summer. Every summer Sunday, they close the street here in Brazil, in São Paulo, and we just all wander around. It's incredibly popular. There's people all around. It's a nice mix because it's not too crowded, which I really hate when it's crowded.
Yeah,
When you're like touching other people and like shoulder to shoulder, I won't even come. It makes me so nasty. But because the street is so wide, it's tons of people, and yet it's a lot of room to wander and space to enjoy. So shout out to Finland, and also shout out to Brazil. Could there be two more different countries than Brazil and Finland? In terms of climate, certainly, but even in lifestyle, quite a bit different. But we do love both of these places. Underdog is not child friendly. That might take it off the list. That may take it off the list. Are you coming to Salvador this time? Oh, that's Bito. Oh, Bito. Shout out to Bito. I was just talking about your family 10 minutes ago, Bito. We wish we were coming to Salvador. The thing about Brazil is it's so big, and we don't want to fly too much because we have new baby. So we came to São Paulo because there's a direct flight from Toronto to São Paulo. That was a deciding factor. We were thinking Rio, we were thinking Salvador, and we were thinking São Paulo, and we were thinking Minas Gerais. Those are all our places where we thought we would start. But São Paulo has a direct flight, so that's what chose it. And so in the end, we will not be coming to Salvador. We're sorry. We do love Salvador. We wanted to come see our family and hang out, but in the end, it's São Paulo. Guys, another place in São Paulo that you'll love is Hoka Bar, which is a traditional at the São Paulo Municipal Market. Mortadella sandwich and codfish pastry. I think we heard of this before, the mortadella.
We did try it.
I think we tried it at a different place though. It wasn't
Maybe, I
Hoka
don't know
Bar.
what the
It was the
restaurant-
market, but it wasn't Hoka Bar. The top floor of the market, right?
Yeah, top
Yeah,
floor
yeah.
of the market. We tried the mortadella.
Many
but
places-
we did go back for pernil.
Oh my gosh. Video coming on Tuesday of us eating pernil.
Of course, that place has been in our video maybe 3 times now. But we
Estadão.
love it.
Estadão pernil.
Best sandwich in São Paulo.
We
Maybe in the world.
purposely-
In the
we-
world.
In the world. We purposely stay in an Airbnb near Estadão just to
Yeah.
get pernil in walking distance. You can't even Uber to the pernil. It's too far to Uber. You have to walk to the pernil.
Yeah.
It's so good.
Mortadella, it's okay. I like pernil better.
Mortadella was good, but the pernil is like, wow. Name your favorite foods in Brazil. The whole country. Don't think of just this region. Because moqueca is up there.
Anything
Moqueca
with
is up
rice.
there.
I like the kilo restaurants where you can just grab rice and any meat you like.
Fair.
Yeah.
The Kilo restaurant is very good because you get You get chicken, you get beef, you get pork, you get all the things you want.
Also like the salgados, sirinya, risoles, things like that.
Coxinha, best coxinha for me, frango con catupiry. Frango con catupiry,
Yeah.
good.
Oh, yeah.
The Americans say when you come into Netherlands. No plans, but one day. I won't say never. How is Jean doing with the weather? So far, pretty good. What's your experience with the baby?
So far so good. She's sleeping. She's been sleeping the whole time.
I was nervous that she'd get hot because of the body heat, but she seems to be pretty cool.
Yeah.
Well, walking with baby on Paulista Avenue. Wow, this is living life, man. This is living life. She's enjoying the summer. Yes. What a comfy baby. Yes. Mary say heart eyes, heart eyes, heart eyes. Yeah, we're glad to have Jean. We feel like we got lucky with an easy baby. My mom says nobody will get 2 easy babies to raise. She said our second baby is going to be a handful, screaming, colic, you name it, up all night. I said, oh gosh, hopefully we get lucky with two babies. I have to think that this very good baby we have is taking after Ivana. Ivana is easygoing, friendly,
Well,
calm, collected.
but she likes to move around. Oh, she started to stand up, by the way, with our help, not by herself.
She does like to stand up.
She doesn't like sitting down or laying down. She loves standing up.
True. She is kind of active physically, but I think all babies are kind of fidgety. But in terms of her mental state, it seems like she's just like you, friendly, happy, smiling. I hope our next child is also like Ivana. I feel like a baby that takes after me will just be, you know, a bit much. I tend to like Ivana more than I like myself. True facts. True
not
facts. That's not good, says Ivana. The second one is never chill. Oh gosh, Victor, don't say that. 23 is not that hot. 23 is perfect for me. Oh, you're right. I see what you mean in terms of the baby. Yeah, 23 is not super hot. If it was 33, Jean might be having a whole different experience.
Oh,
Degrees
yes,
Celsius.
Yes,
33 would be a lot more just sweaty and humid and just kind of more uncomfortable. So I see your point. I think you're right. You should try barbacoa. So actually, Ivana says we're gonna go back. We're almost at the end here,
Yeah,
right?
it is the end.
Oh, that is the end right there. Okay, turn around. I'm gonna walk pretty far back, Ivana. We can do.
Go outside.
Sure. Right now we've done 47 minutes. We can do an hour or an hour and a half, maybe. I'm already getting in that dry mouth when I talk too much. I've been talking a lot. Do you want to take over for 5 minutes? Okay, Ivana's the boss. Please, guys, ask your thought-provoking questions to get Ivana loose as a goose and talkative.
That's good.
Loose as a goose, baby.
I am getting hungry though. We did have a big dinner last night. We have fogo de chão, churrasco. It was so good. Have you guys, let me turn this around. Have you guys heard of the noble picanha?
Oh, best.
Noble picanha is even better than picanha.
Oh, best.
So good.
Yeah.
I think Brazil is the only country that serves picanha. That meat part of the
Yeah.
beef, I think nowhere else sells picanha.
We've
Is that
asked so
right?
many times before. We had some butchers tell us that the reason there's no picanha in other countries is because they cut the cow differently and they don't even
Right.
have that part.
Because
But then we hear other butchers say that's wrong.
It's a fatty part of the beef, and maybe
So
other
good.
countries doesn't like fatty stuff on their meat. I don't know.
The question was,
do you
is Steve carrying extra diapers? Yeah, diaper bag.
Yep.
But let us know, guys, why is there no picanha in other places? Because it's got to be the best part. It's like I think it's like a back strap. It's like a lower back part near the butt of the cow.
Yeah. Where do you live in Canada? Ontario? Yes, we live in Ontario, in Mississauga. Although we live really now in our bus.
Yeah.
Have you seen the videos in our bus? Check it out. We're a traveling family.
Yes, we took a bus and we built an apartment in the bus.
Oh, another good place to visit that we might not be able to go to is Brasilia, the capital.
We thought about going there too, actually.
Yeah. But we're
weren't
traveling
sure.
with a baby.
Brasilia is a tough one because on one hand it's a new capital, so very interesting.
Right.
On the other hand, we were nervous that because some Brazilians, just being honest, some Brazilians say there's not a lot of culture there yet because it's so new.
Oh,
Everyone
really?
there is like first generation or second generation in Brasilia because it's so new.
Right.
So the thing that makes a lot of the Brazilian cities so good is because these restaurants been there for 75 years or whatever. So they said Brasilia. Some Brazilians have told us that Brasilia is not raiz yet. Too new. More Nutella.
All right. Really, eh?
Yeah.
Huh. So I like São Paulo. São Paulo got a little bit of modern and a little bit of like old parts. You know?
Yeah.
It's very nice.
I love São Paulo.
Yeah. Curitiba is another popular one. People keep saying Curitiba, Curitiba. What is there to do in Curitiba? One person is saying the botanical garden. If you go to Curitiba, you should also consider visiting Palma Road. Nice. Near Paulista, there are two Bovinus, a buffet restaurant, very good. Oh, I'll check that out, Bovinu. I will check that out. I love the Kilo restaurant, the buffet restaurant. Carla is saying it's a city created by Niemeyer. Yeah, a famous architect. That's true. That's true. If you like architecture, maybe go to Brasilia. Steve is getting Heineken. Nobody is selling original. Everyone's saying Heineken. Everyone is selling Heineken here. There you go. Brasilia aqui. Brasilia has too many good museums about Brazilian history you would love. Oh, that's great. I would love that. Great, great, great. Sounds good. Yeah, let's keep going. They have a rave here in the middle of the day in São Paulo, of course. Daytime rave. Right there. Steve is looking like FBI undercover. What? Oh, leaking. All the ice is melted. Another churrasco. Why did you guys come back here? Because we love Brazil. Okay, Sex Pompeia, walking distance from Alliance Park. We'll check it out. Thank you so much for the tips and recommendation. Come to Santos, city of Neymar. Oh, Santos, that's in São Paulo, right?
Yeah.
But I heard the beach there is right now it's contaminated by E. coli. Because Santos got really nice beaches too, but it got E. coli, so we can't go there. I mean, we can still go there, but we can't go and enter the beach, which sucks. Protect the baby from loudspeakers.
Yeah, we got the headphones for her if she needs it.
Yeah.
Can I say this? This is a sneak peek of our upcoming video. But Ivana and I went around São Paulo for the first time in years, and we felt like it was the cleanest we've ever seen it. Right?
Yes.
In terms of garbage, in terms of just being, unorganized, and in terms of homelessness, less garbage, more organized, and less homelessness. So we have a video upcoming, it'll be out Tuesday, where we're just walking around for the first time, and there's parts of São Paulo where we remember it was a whole community of tents.
Right.
And now it was like a bunch of bicycle obstacles, and there were kids renting bicycles and going over little ramps and stuff. So we feel like São Paulo is like way doing better.
I think so.
Let us know if it's a true fact or not, but we were really impressed and really happy with the fact that it was like, this was cleaner and it feels good. We were like, wow. Because the first time we came was
It was also after COVID.
Exactly. The first time we came was December 2021. meaning it was still sort of the end of COVID, and it was like we still loved the place. We came back like 6 months later,
Sim.
but it was way different than it is now.
Yeah.
Let us know in the comments.
I see some grills there. Do they have meat? Unfortunately, no meat.
No meat. Now, if somebody put a gun to my head and said meat or picanha, I'd be a dead man. I could not answer.
my
Could
God.
not answer.
How hot is it there? It's 24 degrees Celsius, which is not bad.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah. Gold Oil and Diamonds is asking how much is the Heineken there?
Guess the price, everybody. Guess in US dollars. Keep
US
in
dollars.
mind, ice cold.
I would think probably 2.
Let's keep the guesses coming in. Guess the price of a Heineken. Keep in mind, ice cold. $1. Ooh, I wish.
What?
I'm more than one. $3, $4. I will tell you this, Ivana was right all along. $2.
Wow.
So, 12 hey ice. One American dollar makes that was 6, so that's $2 American. More like $1.90.
Okay.
Pretty good.
How much is it if you buy it at the supermarket?
Well, Ivana,
$1.
we're not in a supermarket.
I know.
It would be like one.
Okay.
I think it would be around. Oh no, maybe like 8 hey ice, so like 125,
Okay.
something like that.
All right. Cool.
But for me, it's worth it. And every single guy who's selling beer, they always take credit and debit, 100% of the time. You never see a guy say cash only. Usually, in most places, the guy in the street, cash only. Over here, the guy in the street has a debit machine.
True. The street food got credit.
Over 300 in the chat. Hey yo.
Yeah. Brazil is very cheap now. Someone's saying.
Brazil is cheap now. Yeah, the trouble.
Cheaper than before or what? No.
I don't know. The trouble is, honestly, being Canadians, right now the Canadian dollar is so bad. So, in my head, I sort of exchange rate to American dollars because it's more universal, and I think to myself, oh, that's pretty affordable. And then I do it to Canadian dollar, and I go, man, it's still a lot because Canadian dollar is terrible right now compared to the American dollar. Uh-oh, Jean has woke up crying. Oh no. Okay. Baby Jean is crying.
She's good now.
Think it's too loud or what do you think? Not so loud. Oh no.
You can go to the mall.
You go to the mall?
Yeah, or both.
You get pee, huh? Okay, Ivana has used the bathroom.
So it's good for Jean to do.
The mall is good for Jean too because it'll be air conditioning. The Boteco, you won't get AC. You know what I mean? We'll sit outside or whatever. Okay, guys, we're gonna venture to a mall, so lovely Ivana can use the bathroom, and lovely Jean can get some air condition. Diego Danner says, what happened? Lovely Jean woke up, and in this instance, she woke up crying. So Ivana, being the spectacular mom that she is, gave her the soother or pacifier, and Jean is back to sleep. So I think she wasn't even really waking up. She was more like she got startled. I mean, she's still tired to sleep, but she got startled and kind of woke up. 12 hey ice for a beer is expensive, bro. The fair price is 8. Yeah. The first one I bought was a can and it was 10. This one I bought was a bottle and it was 12. So it's possible I'm paying gringo prices because from across the street and down the road, people can see that I'm a gringo. The gringo hat is a dead giveaway. I don't know how. It's the sunniest country we've ever been to. It's so good weather over here, right? The sun is always shining, and yet nobody wears a hat like this except me. In fact, nobody wears a hat in Brazil. They don't even wear hats.
They have caps sometimes.
You don't even see that many baseball hats. If the sun was this temperature and the sun was this bright in Canada, almost every single person would have a baseball hat. Because the nose would be bright red, right? The nose would be like a toucan Sam, beak.
That's why.
That's funny. In Brazil, they don't even wear hats. I didn't mention that in the vlog. Why don't Brazilians wear baseball hats?
It's not that sunny today.
I think also Brazilians are not getting sunburned because they're like a bit mixed with African skin, and they don't get sunburned. You know, someone like me, the sun is the enemy. Although my brain says, go get in the sun all the time.
You get nice brown tan.
And my skin says, don't go in the sun, whatever you do. There's a mall 100 meters ahead on the right. Thank goodness for the YouTube comments. I appreciate it, Danner. We're gonna hang up there, 100 meters on the right. Is that this one right here? No. This is, what is this, by the way? Anyone know what this is? This is Katzia. Katzeta. Katzeta. Don't know. Oh, we got some drummers over here. Ivana?
It's for radio TV.
Those drums sound so good, I want to go see them.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Ivana, can I go see this for a second? Give it 2 minutes before the bathroom. This is one guy sitting on the ground hitting buckets. This is going to be, come on, guys, among the best street performers. At least my favorite is the drummers. Check this guy out. Come on, that's awesome. Para. That was awesome. Come on, that was great. Okay, let's get pardon me. Let's take the lovely Ivana to the mall. Maybe up here's the mall. Let us know, Danner, where the mall is exactly. 100 meters on the right, you said, so somewhere up there. That was awesome. That guy was absolutely killing it. And my feeling is, although I can't prove this, my feeling is every time he starts hitting a solo and hitting a song, it's different every time.
Yeah, so.
I don't think he's got a track list in his head. I think he's just kind of feeling the groove and exploring the rhythm. Ooh, that could be the name of my album, okay? Explore the rhythm. Dude, hot. Next block on the right, cool. Steve, worried about your knee? Any updates? Please don't do what I did and wait too long. I had a bucket handle tear. Yeah, Rob, I had the flap tear in my right knee, and the reason I want to get the MRI in Brazil is because I had the flap tear in my right knee, and I was doing roofing at the time. So my knee was messed up, swelling up all the time, painful all the time. I went to the doctor, and he said, okay, you're going to get your MRI in 3 months. 3 months went by, I got the MRI, and he said, okay, you're going to get surgery in 3 months. So I waited 6 months with this knee messed up. Like you said, probably made it worse. And so I'd like to get the MRI in Brazil and then go back to Canada with the MRI so I can get my free surgery, twice as fast. I understand I'll pay for the MRI over here, but from what I understand, an MRI in Brazil is like 1,000 reais, which is like $250, which for me is worth it. To spend $250 to avoid the 3-month wait for Canadian MRI, I mean, $250 for 3 months is worth it. What's that, $90 a month, $80 a month to not have your knee swelling and hurting? It's pretty worth it. Mall's here, I think. So Rob, I think we'll be, right there. I think I'll be okay. Don't worry too much. It's not that bad. To be fair, the meniscus tear I had on my right knee was worse. The one I have on my left knee now is not nearly as bad. There's part of me that just said leave it, but I know it's only gonna get worse, so I'll probably get it fixed. But like I said, the one on my right knee was at least twice as bad. There's a guy yelling. Awesome, guys. 300 people in the chat. Let's go to the mall here. But I appreciate your concern, Rob. Also, I think it'll be a good video if I have a title of the video, Canadian goes to Brazil for an MRI, because everyone that I've ever talked to in Canada is very frustrated with the MRI system. I mean, to wait 3 months when you're in pain, it's a bit frustrating. So I think it might be a good video title anyway. But my intention is to get the MRI done here, and then I'm assuming surgery will be very expensive, so I'll get it for free in Canada, quote unquote free, but have to wait 3 months for that. Naturally. It's way cheaper in Brazil, and the doctors are very good. My friend came to Brazil from Australia just to do that. Yeah, I mean, if the price is right, I would do the surgery here in Brazil too. Because meniscus surgery is so simple. They just go in there and scrape a little bit off. They don't sew anything together. So there's no sutures or anything. It's all, what's that word? Arthroscopic? No, anthropomorphic? What's the word? When they do the surgery through the scope? Arthroscopic. So it's all arthroscopic surgery. But yeah, maybe I'll do the surgery here too if it works. I'm trying to put out the feelers because I don't know how to go to the right place to get an MRI in Brazil. I tried to Google it, but it's not really a Googleable thing. No fala português.
Hello, my friend.
Hello. Nice guy. 320 in the chat, which is not too shabby. Now we are going to venture off of Paulista Avenue here to go to the mall.
The bathroom is full.
Be careful at Municipal Market of the fruit scam. Someone offers you fruit to sample, don't try it. I already fell for this. Already lost 20 bucks. Thank you for the warning, but did it 2 years ago. They tried to charge me like 50 bucks for 2 pieces of fruit after that. Thank you for your concern, because it is a real phenomenon that Ivana and I definitely fell for. Am I allowed to have a beer in here? I don't think so. Ivana, beer in the mall. Maybe I should drink this and go pitch it. Well, just hold the camera and oh. What are you gonna do? Just go pee-pee? I'll wait outside. Fantastic. I feel like walking in the mall with a beer is a bold maneuver. And probably not the right maneuver. Let me know if I was allowed to do that, but I'm gonna wait outside for Ivana because the last thing I want to do is have a mall security give me a you can drink in the mall. Oh, okay. Well, there you have it. So I should have went. Didn't go. Okay. Anyway, I'm gonna sit down out here because getting tired. All right, we're now sitting in front of the mall because the lovely Ivana is letting Jean cool down and going to the bathroom. Woo! It's hot over here, man. I guess they're saying 24 is not hot, but for me it's still, I wouldn't say 24 is hot. Honestly, 22 might be my best temperature. Vote in the comments, what is the best temperature? If you could choose a temperature of the place you live every day from now until forever, I think it's 22 Celsius with a bit of clouds and a breeze. Even 20. Wow, 22 is pretty good. The problem with 20 is you might not go swimming in 20 because the water will be cold. So maybe 25. Vote in the comments. We got 21 coming in. The trouble is when it's 21, you're not going to get really nice water to swim in. The lake will be cold. You need some 30s to get that lake warm enough to swim. Hard to say. Spring for Brazilian insurance, and it's going to be a lot cheaper. A knee specialist, easy to find. I did my meniscus in Toronto as well. 1 hour, went under quick in and out. Arthroscopic, yeah, free surgery. Yeah, I did mine in Toronto. 3 months for MRI is quicker compared to in Winnipeg. I have been waiting for a year now. That's crazy, man. I'm sorry for you, Alexandre Rosa. That's the way it works now. And actually, here's a funny story. When I had my right knee hurt, I went to the doctor, obviously, and they said, okay, in 3 months, you're gonna get an MRI. The MRI machines run 24/7. So my MRI was scheduled for midnight. So on the paper, it said, your appointment is Wednesday at 12 a.m. So I waited 3 months, frustrated, it was taking so long. I was counting the days until my MRI, and then I proceeded to show up 24 hours late for my MRI because Wednesday, 12 a.m., I figured was the last minute of Wednesday. Turns out they thought Wednesday, 12 a.m. was the first minute of Wednesday. So I waited 3 months, so anticipating this important MRI, and then I missed it, and they gave me another one 5 weeks later. So overall, the procedure took 6 months plus 5 weeks, like seven months and a week. But I don't fault the Canadian healthcare system for the 5 weeks. I went at the wrong time. But I was like, oh my gosh, you know, you wait so long for this thing, and then the lady behind the counter is like, you're late for your appointment. And I'm like, no, I'm like half an hour early. I came at like 11:30. She's like, your appointment's for Wednesday 12 a.m. That's 24 hours ago. And I'm like, oh no. So anyway, I got quite frustrated with the whole MRI thing. That's why I'm more than willing to do it here in Brazil. Steve, are you going to visit Rio? We thought about driving to Rio. I think on this live stream, we might change our mind because we've been to Rio before and we've never been to Curitiba. So we might do the road trip to Curitiba. Steve, some people might get upset if you ever say that one of the fans of the team is a fanatic. Oh, okay. I think fan in English, in Canada at least, is short form of fanatic. What's the temperature in Brazil? Right here is 24, but keep in mind, Brazil's a big place. Up north it'd be a lot hotter, and down south it'd be cooler. Where we are, it's 24 Celsius with some cloud coverage and a nice breeze. It's pretty darn great over here. We are 24 Celsius is pretty chilly in my opinion. Wow. There you have it, guys. There you have it. You'll love Curitiba. A lot of people recommended it, so I think we probably will. I'm excited for that. Hi Steve, do your parents intend to visit Brazil? What's your next trip in store with the family? So if you guys remember, we brought my parents to Malaysia, Indonesia, Vietnam, and Singapore. I think they enjoyed the trip. I think it was a bit overwhelming for them. I invite them to Brazil. Probably 5 times already I've invited them to Brazil. They are a bit nervous. They are still thinking, honestly, they're thinking with the same brain I had before I came to Brazil, which is, I'm gonna get kidnapped by the cartel and shot. Which, part of me says, come on, guys, it's not gonna happen. But I also understand their opinion because I was nervous. Ivana and I were nervous. When we came to Brazil the first time, we were nervous. Within like 5 days, we were like, oh, this place is great. So I'd like to convince my mom and dad to come to Brazil, but it's up to them. You know, they got their RV, we got our bus/RV, so we can do some trips together in the bus. The next family trip will be starting in early February. My parents and I are gonna cruise south to Jacksonville, Florida, and then head along the Gulf. New Orleans, Houston, Corpus Christi, these sort of places. But to answer your question, I don't know if my parents will ever come to Brazil. It might be a not happening thing. What's the most beautiful place in Brazil in your opinion? Depends what you mean. Rio is so beautiful, but it's also a city. So I'm sure there's other parts of Brazil that people would say is more beautiful because there's not a building in sight, like just pure, pristine, untouched nature. So it depends what you find beautiful. Rio is really a special place. When you go up to Sugarloaf, so if you go up Christ the Redeemer, I don't think the view is that good. I think the view is better from Sugarloaf. If you go up Sugarloaf, you see Christ the Redeemer, you see all the bays and everything, all the beaches. Rio is a really special place, to be fair. That being said, we saw a lot of really beautiful places along the Northeast on our road trip. Like a lot. I couldn't even name them all because some of them are like the middle of nowhere. It's like a little untouched tiny beach. Or the time we did ATV in Recife, there's like these red rocks and cliffs right along the beach. You drive your ATV along the shoreline. Pretty great. Pretty darn great. Does anyone know if they can read our comments? Yes, I am reading your comments. What might be happening, Freelance Kate? You might be watching the live stream an hour ago, and so you're commenting now, but you're watching an hour ago, meaning you're commenting on something that I'm not gonna respond to. Or what would that mean? It would mean you're watching something where you think I'm not reading it. Bingo. Hey, Steve, now that you are a father and you guys are a family, avoid crazy trips here, rent cozy Airbnbs and tents in the mountain, and spoil Ivana and the baby. Yeah, totally agree. If you guys remember, we did one favela tour. We ended up deleting the video. We felt like it's not really our place, but certainly our intention with traveling is not to do crazy things. Like we have friends who want to go to Afghanistan or something. It's like, oh, we don't have any of these kind of desires. We are going to be doing things that we enjoy doing, things that are certainly safe, and things that are, like you said, spoiling Ivana and the baby. So yeah, my intention here is not to, I don't know, go to some favela and you know, those YouTube videos where the title is "Solo in the Most Dangerous Hood" or whatever. Not gonna happen. Not interested. Hey, welcome back. We got a donation. I want to like the donation. Hold on. Like the donation. Got it. Murillo Simone, welcome back. Thank you so much for your donation. I think I put a goal on the channel, or on the live stream rather, which says 10 donations and we'll do a bonus live stream midweek. So we're 30% of the way there. Ivana is back! What's your feeling, Ivana? You're hungry, you're tired, you want to walk more? What's your feeling? We can walk. Right now it's an hour and 15. We can do 15 more minutes, hour and a half. Okay guys, I think we're gonna shut it down at an hour and a half. We will go outside, we will buy one more cerveja grande, and then we will end it, shut her down until next week. Jean needed some AC. How's Jean doing? Pretty good? Okay, let's go have one more beer out there, maybe an hour and a half, maybe an hour and 40, and we will shut it down for this week. Our intention is to do one live stream every weekend, every Sunday usually, but sometimes we fall out of it, especially when we're not traveling much. But I think in Brazil we will stick to the one live stream every Sunday because 300 people in the chat is pretty good for us, and typically in Brazil there's good weather and a place to walk. We like to live stream as we're walking around rather than sitting in our apartment. We do the sitting in the apartment live stream, but after 3 or 4 weeks in a row of a sit in your apartment live stream, it just becomes I'm saying the same jokes over and over again, and people are like, this guy is too much. So my point is, I think we'll be live next Sunday because we are in Brazil after all. Yeah. Let me finish this beer because it's already getting warm. This is the problem. I gotta dig to the bottom of those coolers. Those guys selling the beers, I gotta get right to the bottom one because I got a top one and this one's already warm. Hold this for me, I'm gonna go. In fact, I'm gonna go to the bathroom now myself. It's okay.
Oh boy.
Where is it?
Okay.
Is it far?
Over, walk straight and then turn left. You'll see the sign.
Okay, I'll be fast.
Okay. Be fast. Let's check out what's going on here. Great family. Thank you. Oh, the America's out. Thank you for being here, guys. Thank you. And we got donation from Finn. Welcome, beautiful baby. Thank you so much. Say hi, Jean. Hi, Jeannie. She's like, what's going on? Hi, Jeannie. Did I cut my hair shorter? I did cut my hair shorter. Thank you so much. It looks nice. Thanks. So cute. Thank you. Are you doing any meetups? I'm not sure. Maybe, possibly. What do you think, guys? Is it a good idea to have any meetups here? Maybe in São Paulo? Maybe we will, maybe we won't. I don't know. I've never done meetups before. Where is Steve? Steve is going to the toilet. What's toilet again in Portuguese? I was gonna say el baño, but that's in Spanish. In Curitiba, do meetup. Maybe. I would like to. Hello, channel. Feliz Ano Novo. Yes, Feliz Ano Novo, everyone. It is a new year here. So 2 years ago, we spent it in Rio for the New Year's, and then 3 years ago, we spent it in Ilhabela. So we spent 2 New Year's in Brazil already. So, and it was nice. Rio was beautiful. Beautiful during New Year's. Love it. Banheiro. Okay, banheiro. I forgot. I knew it, but I forgot. I forgot a lot of Portuguese words actually, but it's coming back to me now that I'm here. Hi Vanna, you did a great job with the travel with Jean. Love that you guys are traveling together. Thanks so much. I'm still learning. We are still learning how to travel with a baby. But she's a good baby, such a good baby. Look at her. So chill, so chill. So we got lucky. We got lucky. Ivana is from Thai, eh? Not Thailand. Carla is right. I was born in Indonesia. Yes, I was born in Indonesia. Well, let me go to the side here. I don't want to stay in the middle of the road. Okay. Hi, Steve and Ivana. Welcome to my wife's state. We live in Canada. Enjoy beautiful baby. Enjoy your videos. Thank you. Is it hard to find places to change diapers around SP? Yes, it is. It's kind of hard. Even at the mall, I didn't see any changing table at the mall. So we try to be out for a few hours at a time, not for the whole day, because it's hard with a baby. Especially changing diaper. Where do you guys even change diapers when you're out? I don't even know. Where do you guys change diapers? Like if, oh, a balloon just popped in my face. Cool, Indonesia. Hey Ivana, mix and bring some chili peppers from Indonesia to put on our food and make it more spicier. No, I love the pimenta here. I love the pimenta oil in Brazil. It's very good, especially with that pernil sandwich. So good. So good. I remember doing it with my boys when they were babies. Best to do it early so they can get used to it. Yes, I think part of the reason why Jean is so chill, it's because we've been traveling throughout my pregnancy. So up until I'm 7 months pregnant, I've been just traveling, flying, going to sporting events, watching hockey in Finland. So I think that's why, part of why Jean is so chill. You back?
Yep, true fact. Yvonne's right. All right, I'm back, guys. Vote in the comments. You're in a public bathroom in Brazil, okay? You're in the mall. There's 10 people in the bathroom to the point where there's a small lineup outside. You walk in the bathroom with a beer in your hand, go to the bathroom, drinking it, and walk out. I saw someone do that. I thought, even for me, that's kind of gross. Open beer in the public bathroom. Whew, that was bold. Now, a lot of Brazilians are out here showering 5 times a day. Very clean. I don't know if that was a tourist or what, but the open Heineken in the public bathroom, I thought, that's a lot. That's a lot. Anyway, enough with the public washroom live streaming. Let's get back to the streets here, buy another cerveja, and then we'll go home, Ivana, and I'll be a good boy. Read the Bible. Until then, let's have a beer. You should try pastel at Yoka.
At where?
Yoka, oh, Liberdade. I agree. I don't like bringing beverage in the bathroom. Yeah, it's a lot, especially a full bathroom like that. That guy's drinking a beer, and I thought that is a bold approach. That is one bold approach. I wonder if you need to get some kind of permit to come out here, because the singers with their big speakers are pretty well spaced out. There's not a lot of places where you hear 2 noises or 2 songs at the same time. So I wonder if they got permits to like certain areas or certain singers. It's a fair question. I'm gonna buy 1 beer from this guy here because I know he has the terminal machine that will, Ivana, he will have the machine that accepts my card.
Sure. Buying another drink. Maybe I'll get a coconut soon. Oh, I didn't realize it's so close to my face. I thought the camera is this way, guys. Sorry if you've been looking up my nostril or something. You have to go to Bella Paulista, best padaria. Oh, the show cream at Casu Space. That was so good. I tried it. That's in Liberdade, right? That was so good.
Ringo prices 15.
Yeah.
Yeah. News, TV news, Channel 6 news.
Chance. Vlogger. Vlogger. Oh, I think he's a magician. He's doing magician. He got a card.
Cards or something.
Go.
No. He wants a hot chick on his channel. He wants.
Oh yeah.
He doesn't want me to share.
He doesn't want a Palmeiras looking
He
at
doesn't want a Palmeiras gringo. He wants a skin tight lady. You know what I mean? Skin tight, head to toe.
Okay.
I think what he's doing. I think he's doing the YouTube video for Magic in the Street. He doesn't want a Palmeiras gringo. Are you coming to Floripa? Not on this trip. Although I was telling Ivana the other day, probably one of our best memories in all of Brazil. I mean, so hard to actually say. Best memory in all of Brazil. Could you narrow it down?
No. You got so many.
One of the best memories in Brazil for me, near the top, would be the day in Floripa where we were on the boat with our friends. Remember, we went out to the ocean, it was rough, we were bouncing around, we went up the canal, we floated in the lagoa, we had some barbecue picanha on the boat.
Yes.
And then Ivana, if you remember the clip in the video, Ivana had the cutting board full of meat and she was floating on some pool noodles and she was floating away in the lagoa with the whole cutting board full of meat. And we were like, hey, get back here, she's still in the churrasco. That was such a great day. And then we went back off the video, we went back to his parents' house and had some drinks and stuff. That was such a good time.
Yes.
Floripa, I think Barra de Lagoa is the best place for me in Brazil.
Really?
I think it's the best place, Barra de Lagoa. Someone asked earlier the most beautiful place. I think it's Barra de Lagoa in Floripa. We stayed in this hostel where you could go in the canal, and because of high tide and low tide, in the morning you go in the canal. It would carry you, no swimming, just tread water, and it would carry you out to the ocean, out to the beach. And then after a few drinks in the afternoon, you jump back in the canal and no swimming, just tread water, and it would carry you the opposite way back to the hostel.
Love it.
We would just tread water to and from the beach. Drinking a lot. We had some good videos where we met Bahia, Mr. Bahia and his wife.
Yes.
She was pregnant.
Food.
We cooked some fresh squid in Barra de Lagoa. Oh, Barra de Lagoa. I love this place. 5-star or 6-star Barra de Lagoa? I gotta be honest, Vin, 6-star. 6-star Barra de Lagoa. Some nice kids here dancing it up. Very nice, very nice. All right, guys. I just wandered into the bicycle area, and a guy in the scooter, who by the way is still doing the same thing. He's going real fast. He's going real fast, and he's ringing the bell like crazy. And he did it to those people too. Anyway, I felt bad because I was in the wrong space. But he's going real fast on the electric scooter with no helmet. Which, by the way, every country in the world is doing that nowadays. Going real fast on the electric scooter with no helmet. This is a phenomenon of the whole earth. Floripa is gold, but Gramado is Bitcoin. Go north, go to Bahia, Fernando de Noronha. What's the most beautiful place in Brazil for Ivana? Okay, Ivana. Ivana.
Yes.
Most beautiful place in Brazil for you?
Beautiful Rio.
Quick answer.
Yeah. I think Rio is one of the most beautiful cities in the world. You know?
It really stands out, doesn't it?
Yeah. Yeah. That's what I think.
Okay, Rio. Ivana was quick answer on Rio. She said Rio, most beautiful place. I think Rio is the most beautiful big city in the world.
Yes.
Because all the things that are so beautiful, especially in Europe, are these tiny little places with one church and a mountain in the background,
Remember in
and a stream.
Montenegro? In Montenegro, what was the city called?
Kotor.
Kotor, Montenegro was so beautiful, but that was small. It's a smaller scale.
Right.
That one, Kotor, I think is the most beautiful city in the world, and then Rio is the most beautiful big city in the world.
Got it.
Yeah.
Got it. It's actually a good breakdown. Kotor, Montenegro is wicked beautiful. Right with the bay, with the mountains on all sides. But Rio is unique that it's like massive.
Right.
How many people live in Rio? I think it's like 10 million. 8 million or something.
I don't know.
Let me know in the comments. I think it's about 8 million. But my point is, for a city to be that big and that beautiful, it's like, wow. Rio stands out in the world. She's right about that. Ivana's so smart, you know? I think Rio's got 8 million people in it. Oh.
This one is the fancy churrasco.
He's got a little torch in his hand.
Yeah.
See that? He's grilling the outside or charring the outside with a torch in his hand. Oh yeah. You know what's good in Brazil too? We haven't tried yet. I mean, we haven't tried yet on this trip.
Oh, is that? I think that's the heart.
Coração?
What do you call it?
I like the grilled cheese.
Not the chicken heart. Beef heart.
Beef heart. Oh, don't get it.
Remember? We tried it in Biaga.
Skip it.
It was bad. But I like chicken heart.
Population of Rio 6.7 million. So smaller than I thought. But that's a huge city. That's twice as big as any city in Canada. Canada, the biggest one is like 3 million. So for Rio to be more than twice that and have this so beautiful Mother Nature all around, it's a very unique blend of like huge industry, huge buildings, and also like, wow, beaches and tunnels all around. When you drive around, when we're doing driving around Rio, every 10 minutes you're in a tunnel. Tunnels and beaches and lagoas and everything, just nice. So big shout out to Rio. Hey guys, welcome back. Don't forget Parachi. Oh, have we been to Parachi?
We have never been to Parachi. I want to.
That's another good option because that's close by here, right?
Not that close, but closer to Rio than here. But
oh, closer to Rio.
In between, I guess.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
I think if you agree, Ivana, we can set our sights on Curitiba.
Yeah, sure.
I know it's got highly recommended. So many people have said, even from our first trip here, they've been saying Curitiba. Oh, here we go. Oh, yeah. Não fala português.
Nós falamos gringo também.
Gringo.
Nós falamos também.
Muito bom. Muito bom.
Meu pedaço era gringo.
Gringo.
Just say obrigado. Ciao.
Ubatuba. Oh, I heard so many good things about Ubatuba. Actually, we heard from more than 5 people that the most beautiful in Brazil
Isn't there just a
is
plane crash in
Ubatuba.
Ubatuba? Plane
Oh.
crash, remember?
I think you're right.
That was in Ubatuba, right?
I think you're right.
Sad.
We saw that on the news.
Yeah, we saw it on the news.
With like a small plane that came down,
Right.
and then an incredible amount because all the fuel,
was
I guess,
was
the
that
big
the same
fireball.
Ubatuba?
I think it's the same one. But my point is, we heard so many good things about Ubatuba.
Yeah.
Local Brazilians said this is the most beautiful place, Ubatuba. Where's Ubatuba?
Right.
Where?
Ubatuba is before Parachi.
Oh. Maybe we put a poll on the channel. Curitiba or
Ilhabela and then Ubatuba.
or Ubatuba and Parachi. Many good options. Stay tuned. I think we will hit the road trip soon enough in Brazil here because as much as we love São Paulo, we also love to be on the adventure. And so I think we'll hit the streets, meaning get a car and cruise. Ubatuba is amazing. I spend my teenage years going there with my friends. Yeah. Belo Horizonte, you should try it. Oh, we've been to Belo Horizonte.
Yeah.
In fact, we call it Biaga because we're more or less locals over there. No, I'm kidding. But yeah, Belo Horizonte is so nice. Ouro Preto, so nice. We quite liked Minas. That was more livable for us in terms of like, it's not as rough. But honestly, like I said earlier, São Paulo is way less rough than it was. We always liked São Paulo, even from our first visit, but it's much more cleaned up, which part of that is because it's not so close to COVID. I'm sure COVID was like a brutal economic downturn everywhere. And then, oh, I think this guy's doing, what's he doing here? Hypnosis. Did it work? I think it's hypnosis, Ivana. He had his thumb on her forehead and he was saying something.
I'm wondering if I don't speak Portuguese, will I get hypnotized?
Oh, that's so funny. Hypnosis beyond language barriers. That would be real amazing, wouldn't it? That's funny, Ivana. Hey, caramba. Good. Oh my gosh, the phone has 10% battery. So let's do 5 more minutes here, then we'll be out of here. I heard the homeless situation in SP is alarming. True. Good question. Depends what you think by alarming. The first time we got here was December 2021, and it was way more than it is now. Now that's also because of COVID, naturally. So back then, I don't know if it was alarming. Certainly, if I came from Canada on the first trip of my life and came to Sao Paulo, I would be alarmed because it was more than I had seen before. But Ivana and I have been traveling so much that it wasn't so bad for us. It was a lot, but we could manage it. But nowadays, it's way less than that. Certainly, the Sao Paulo homelessness is not alarming to me anymore. I would absolutely not describe it as alarming anymore. Although I might have back then. Wow, I tell you what, guys. I gotta tell you, that guy's voice is so good. To be singing live like that, he's really doing a great job. I don't know what he's singing about, naturally, but the audio sounds great. He's doing a great job, no? I don't even know if that's an original song or if it's a cover. But he's singing very well.
Yeah, sounds good.
I always admire singing because you put that microphone to your mouth and it immediately sounds horrible for like 99% of the people.
Yeah.
And the odd person like him, it sounds very good. And he's doing like sort of screaming, not screaming, but like he's really going for it and it sounds great. Shout out to him. I don't know what he's singing about or even what the song is, but I dig it, man. I dig it. Well, this is about as good as a welcome back to Brazil as I could have had. The first Paulista Avenue Sunday, great weather, right? The sun is not out. It's not really
Not too cold, not too hot.
just perfect. Goldilocks zone weather today, and a good live stream with a bunch of great viewers. Wow, great photo here. Look at that. All right, there you have it, everybody. I'm gonna finish my beer on live stream, and we're gonna be out of here. We got about 8% battery left in the phone. It might end before I even get through my little speech here. But I did want to close on these remarks. We are back in what we perceive to be our favorite country in Brazil. Our favorite country in Brazil. Oh my
I'm
God.
happy to be back in Brazil in Portuguese.
I just said it's my favorite country in Brazil, first of all. Second of all, Ivana wants me to say I am happy to be back in Brazil
In Portuguese, yes.
I'm gonna need help from the chat on that one because I don't know how to say I. No, I think there's no word for I. Just say happy. Let me know in the chat. I'm happy to be back in Brazil. We missed this place, and the minute we got here, we were like, oh man, just as we left it. Ooh. Okay, watch this. Okay, Ivana, go.
You two fellas, de esta de volta no Brasil.
Okay, now I'm gonna do it with the proper accent. You te feliz de estar de volta no Brasil. Is it G or D? Because it is Danada.
Oh yes, you're right.
It's
G.
Danada, but it's a lot of other D's are G's. Oh, great way to end the vlog here. Check this out, guys. The best.
This is why. This is why. This is why.
We love Brazil. Look at this. Just great. Okay, guys. Thanks for watching. I think what was happening there was the silver-haired lady. I'm not gonna say old lady. The grandma. She joined in from the crowd, and she may or may not have stole the show and stole our hearts. All right, thanks for watching, everybody. We appreciate you guys. We had great numbers in the live stream. We'll definitely do one next weekend. Maybe we'll do one midweek if I get inspired. But the best scenario for me for live stream is walking the streets having a beer. Because just the words flow out of me like hot butter, you know?
Yeah.
So,
Muito obrigada.
muito. Muito feliz.
What are you trying to do?
I think we just said. Muito feliz de estar.
De estar de volta no Brasil.
Boom, nailed it. Later, guys.